Hey guys, Shadow here, back with another video, and in this one, I want to do something that seemed fun to me. I wanted to review what's happened in all of the World of Tanks Blitz updates so far. So, starting off with 1.2, so far, the only tanks that are in the actual game are the E100 line, the E50 line, the Yak Panzer E100 line, the Object 268 line, the T62A line, give me a second, the IS-7 line, the T110E5 line, the M48 patent line, and the E3 line. So in 1.2, the first update that comes out is, the next thing that happens in 1.2 is the new map, which was Oasis Palms. And I'm not sure about this. They also added the aim adjust, so aim assist, and Facebook sharing. I'm not sure about this, but I've heard that they also removed team killing in 1.2 by shooting someone. So in 1.3, the first new tanks that came out was the IS-4 line, which consisted of the STI, the KV-4, give me a second, the KV-4, the KV-3, and the T-150. They also added the two new maps, Lost Temple and Black Goldfill. In 1.4, they added the mouse line. Now, obviously, I don't want to show it, but, you know, they added the mouse line. They also added the Super Pershing and the SU-85I. They also changed Oasis Palms a bit because, you know, it sucked. And that's all that happened in 1.4-ish. Now, in 1.5, the first significant change was the new text tree, the new tech tree that included the British tanks.
This is why you were
As
there.
you can see, the British tanks were the first thing, and it was a pretty big update for them. But that's not it. After that, they add the second part of the British update, which is 1.6, where they add the Conqueror tier 10, while the previous one added the Centurion line. And they also, I believe, added Castilia. In 1.7, the first update that I actually started playing was where they added the E4, as well as they made Android available. It was the game was made available for Android, and this is the first game that this is the update that I started playing on. I asked someone what they were playing, and they said they were playing this game, and it seemed interesting. In 1.8, it was a pretty small update. All they did was demo counts, the tutorial, and the battle missions, which was pretty cool. In 1.9, they added the Leopard branch, and this was the first tank that I actually grinded, as I got all the way up to the Leopard prototype. And this is one of the tanks that I actually liked from the updates. In 1.10, they added the new map, Port. They also added the bug where if you play in the T-34-85, there are going to be ghosts on the enemy team. I never actually got to play that bug, but I saw it on people's videos. In 1.11, they added the Object 140, the Sherman Jumbo, the KV-2, the KV-13, and the Object 140, the Stupid Panzers, and the Yak Panther 2, which I really liked, and the Churchill gun carriage. And then the first big update was the clans update, where you could join a clan, you know, all of that. I personally didn't really care about clans, because, I don't know, there wasn't really anything interesting. It was a loss of 1 million credits. Now, this is just my opinion, but I didn't really like it. But what they did do was they remade Oasis Palms, and they also remade Rockfield a bit. In 2.1, what they did was they added the British tank destroyers, which pretty much destroyed balance of the game. As you can see, the British tank, where is it? British tanks came out, which was pretty much like seal clubbing galore. It was I gotta say, it was a good update, and I played up to the AT-7, which was pretty sweet. They also reviewed some characteristics for most tanks. Now, in update 2.2 is the one of the updates that I didn't really like. All they added was some more stuff about clans. They added the Matilda 4, and they remade Desert Sands, and a Halloween-themed version of Rockfield. The one thing that's interesting, though, is Update 2.2 is the first update that I actually made a video on. Now in Update 2.3, all they did was add the canal map and possibly weather. Now this update was actually postponed for 2 weeks because reasons. In Update 2.4 is where they added the Japanese tanks. They made a remake of what was it called, Sacred Temple, and they added Himmelsdorf. It was pretty sweet. Oh, and one other thing, they added the PC version of World of Tanks Blitz. Now in Update 2.5, what they added was the camouflage. So no more mods for you, just different camo. I was pretty disappointed with 2.5 just because it was camo, but I mean, camo is still pretty cool, and you don't need mods for it. Now in 2.6, what they added was the RU-251, which was pretty sweet, but more importantly, they added the Panzer II Lux and the VK Leopard. I love the Leopard, the Tier 5, because, you know, autoloaders, even though they did nerf them and cut their thing in half. In 2.7, what they added was personal supplies and Mirage, and they also balanced some tanks. But we all know how Wargaming balances tanks. Now in Update 2.8, they added the four Russian TDs, the SU-100M and SU-101, SU-122-54, and the Object 263, which is pretty sweet. They also updated Winter Malinovka. And finally, in 2.9, they added a reworked Black Goldville and training rooms. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I was excited about making it. And, yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!